Ah, there's no more Christmas. Wow. One thing I learned the hard way was I should not have unspooled the skins for like items and campfires and honestly it's even more, it's more rare than getting, like I think you'll usually get, you know, gloves, chest pieces, leg pieces, and like foot pieces like shoes, pants, shirts, gloves, and then heads, like, you know, is the second rarest, but I think the most rare is like stuff for all the things you can craft in place, or even for, well, yeah, no, pretty much anything for your items. So for all your items or placeables, those are like the rarest ones, and they're like the best ones because it's just so cool being able to craft a spear that look, and you can like apply skins to other people's stuff too. But it's like cool being able to place an ice box that looks more like an actual fridge instead of just an ice box, or that does look like a salt bin. I don't know, you can make things look like crazy different stuff. You can make really fancy looking, like, you know, if you get the skins, really fancy looking bonfires and stuff. I think I unspooled some of my like coolest skins. It's like, no. Man, you can get shit looking really fucking cool. Basically, yeah. The cool thing is, though, if you had a skin and you placed it with the skin and then unspooled the skin, in the world that you had it, the one that you placed would still have that skin. It's just that you couldn't, you know, move it, or, well, like if it was like a chest or something, you wouldn't be able to move it without destroying it, and then like technically you're crafting it, and then yeah, so you like don't have their skin to reapply to it. But you can keep the one you already have in the world, keeping that skin. It's also cool if you have an item, because yeah, kind of same thing, but then like the item you can carry around. So as long as you repair it, it'll still have that skin. And then yeah, if you keep the skin, like don't unspool it, then yeah, whenever you craft a new one or whatever, you know, place a new one, you can like apply a skin to it. You can have it set as like the default too. So like whenever I make torches, they're naturally like this special gold torch. Man, I might die. I use these fireflies. Fucking fireflies. But they turn dark, like the fireflies stop shining when you walk too close to them. There's fireflies, it's fine. And they kind of same. Oh, there's one more talking. So there's two ways you can like get like left fire. Or caution. First start start out. You're supposed to avoid the dark, otherwise you can't. Oh, sorry. I turned on the mute. I turned on the mute thing again. Sorry, so you can hear me as well. You're supposed to avoid the darkness in the game. But I didn't make a fire or torch. But luckily, there's a few ways that you can get light. If you don't have a torch. One is the forward posture in the first few nights will like emit light at dark, so that like new players aren't caught off guard if they happen to spawn in. But I can see its like light radius slowly going down, so eventually it's going to stop emitting light. And then there's fireflies you can find which emit light, but they slowly stop emitting light the closer you get to them. So when you're in the darkness, there's like a short little countdown, or like, you know, time limit until the shadow creature, the darkness attacks you, and usually 1 or 2 hits you. And you can carefully weave in and out of the fireflies in order to avoid dying. But it's difficult. It's like a desperate thing when you find fireflies, because you gotta like run into them to get some light, to reset the timer so the darkness doesn't kill you, and then run away from them so that they light back up so you can run back into them. Only when desperate and you don't have a torch, though. Which I was desperate and I didn't have a torch. See, I think if somebody wanted to be a cheap son of a bitch and say they played the game or they like survived a shit ton of days in the game without actually surviving that much, they could oh my gosh, I want to pick up this drone 1 sec. They could technically stay in the character picker until the days go like hundreds and hundreds in, but they would really only get the benefit of telling somebody, hey, look how long I survived, and having the person go, oh, cool, before they screw themselves over when they actually try and hop in the game and survive, because now the grace period is over and all the giants can spawn and shit, and hounds can attack, and everything can happen all at once before you got your resources. So it's actually pretty bad to let days pass before you pick your character and set shit up. You'll get jumped by everything. Not only will you get jumped by everything, but you could get caught in the middle of one of the seasons and then be cold or warm without a way to prepare. Well, it depends. I mean, I've joined worlds that were like, because, you know, Don't Starve Together is like an online game, so I've joined worlds that were in the middle of bad seasons where the base was far away, and I guess there kind of is ways to survive. Usually you just want to make a thermal stone in time. A thermal stone, and an umbrella, and then have like a couple structures ready. Like, you can have structures, what's pretty cool is that you can have them like ready to place and not in your inventory. So like the science machine, or kind of quote unquote crafting bench, you can craft it, and then instead of placing it, you can press circle and it'll keep it like not in your inventory, but instead like in your like side little placement bar. I don't know how to explain it. Like, instead of crafting it, it would show it highlighted, meaning you already have one crafted, and you can place the one you already crafted. So it exists in this kind of like separate inventory. And it could help you conserve resources. So if you know you're just going to build like a quote-unquote craft bench, aka science machine, later, and place it down at your other base, craft it, since you already did craft it, and you know it doesn't take up space in your inventory for the actual machine, and you could go to wherever you needed to and still place it and like have all your resources. It's interesting. It's hard to explain, but it's cool. Man, I picked the robot character. Sometimes I swear the world's trying like, oh yeah. Shit, I don't even know how this world's gonna be like. I picked a Terraria themed map, apparently, and I don't notice much of a Terraria theme about it. Which is weird. But I picked the robot character who is not supposed to get wet, otherwise I could hurt him, or at least like a certain amount of wet. And it's raining now. All of a sudden, it's freaking pouring, just as I got in the game. So it's gonna probably start making my character hurt soon or something. Damn it. Need to make an umbrella real soon or something. What am I not supposed to let my wetness get to? Does it only hurt my character when she's like fully soaked, or? I guess it has to get to a decent amount. You have like a stat for like how soaked your character is, so. I have time to make an umbrella. Let's see, can I make one out of... Ow, 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 ow. 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 I'm under a tree. Ow. Okay, as long as I stay under the tree, I think I'll be fine. Oh. That's weird. That's kind of cool. That's not necessarily good. I'm not losing too much health because my character's barely wet, but it does make this little zapping, and I can see circuits like I can see circuits sparking on my character. But it did just turn night, and it turns out when the circuits are sparking, it produces light, so the darkness can't kill me. It's like I'm taking damage, but at the same time, I'm safe. And I'm also not taking too much damage at either yet. So that's cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shit's doing a lot more damage now. You pick up some logs and... Oh god, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna die here? It's gonna be how I die. It's gonna be how I die, Age. Hide in the tree, make a campfire. Oh, I made one of those ones, but whatever. I fucking died. Okay. Damn, I can't believe I died like that. But I think it's whatever settings I had for the world that made it rain more. I'm just trying to make it like Terraria or something like that, I don't know. But I picked the wrong world settings for a character that's not supposed to get wet. Robo Hobo. Just Robo Hobo. Alright. Choose world preset. I'm glad I made a different world preset though. Called set. As in ready, set, go without having to rechange all the settings again. Can't believe you don't like Pez. What? The candy's pretty good. I always like the flavor of the candies. I thought they were pretty good. Yeah, not all of it. Like there's certain like twang to their flavor that like feels like a lot of candies try and encapsulate but don't. I explain it's like a lighter flavor, versus other things like the dark sugary syrup, like Pez mayonnaise, have that happy flavor, that happy bright flavor. The only thing about the robot is, I know that there's like quite a few characters with skill tree, but not all of them have a skill tree, which is kind of weird. And I think they plan on making a skill tree here soon for the robot. It's kind of like, you know, each character gets a little touch up or rework over time. Damn, wrong pipe. But yeah, I don't think he got his rework or his skill tree yet. But no, I think he got, you know, he got an upgrade before, because I think that was where it went from, like, you know, gears kind of upgrade you to you get like plugins that upgrade you even better. But I think they're still planning on adding an insight tree. That's what it's called. Insight, because that's what that's like your skill points is insight. Yeah, eventually you'll get one. And well, see, I had to double check. I don't know if you guys want one. Let me double check, because I'm almost positive that I don't know if the YouTube video I saw was about what's coming out, like in the future, or what's already out. Because there are some people who try it out already. Or if it's like the ideas they wanted, because I do also see some like people showing like mods and stuff for the ideas they want, which is kind of confusing sometimes. But there's no mods on console. And honestly, most computer people don't use mods unless they're trying to get an update that's not out yet, or give ideas for it. Alrighty, yeah, it's about 2 in the morning, so I won't be playing for too much longer. I think I'm kind of too tired anyways, that I'm not really locking in. You have a good night, man. Yeah, I'll try and, yeah, around like 9, 10, 11. I don't know, I'd like text you slowly through. 10? Okay. Yeah, I'll just like send you a text and I'll call you at like 11. Alright. Sounds good. And then, yeah, if we can, we'll watch Stargate. Sounds good. You have a good night, man. Talk to you later. Night, night, night.